read all that to say this, that God is a good God.
Yes, He is.
Hallelujah.
Yes, He is.
And what He's sharing with you here, verse 30 says, when you are distressed, here's the answer, that if you will turn to the Lord and be obedient to His voice, you'll find deliverance. Okay? So all that was said because it's actually prophetic of Israel is what that is. It's speaking to the nation of Israel. But we can glean from it some good truth. Hallelujah. And that is that if we serve the Lord, we'll be blessed.
That's right.
If we don't serve the Lord, it's not the Lord cursing us, but in fact, we move ourselves away from His protection. And therefore, we reap cursing. So, the key that really struck me from this that I want to bring out to you is that why would you let yourself get into distress before you cry out to Him? Hallelujah. Amen?
Amen.
Why would you let yourself get that far before you cry? But that's a popular teaching, unfortunately, today, is that if God has to put you on your back for you to hear Him. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
You know, people commonly use that terminology that, well, God had to put me on my back so I could look up. You see, that the idea behind that is that God did it to you to help you, but nevertheless, He hurt you to help you. I don't think so. I don't think that's child abuse.
Sure is.
Hallelujah. I don't think we have an abusive father. Glory to God. But yet, that's the prevailing line of thinking in so much of Christianity today. And you don't have to be distressed to call on God. Hello? We can call on Him every day in peace, in joy, in harmony, in blessing. Hallelujah. But if you do find yourself getting off into distress, that means you've missed it somewhere. Just need to get back on. So that's the message there, that God is exhorting you, warning you, helping you from a loving heart, not a threat. Hello? It's not a threat. God is not saying, if you don't do this, I'm going to smack you upside the head. Thank God. Hallelujah. But He is saying, if you stick your finger in the electric light socket over there, you're going to experience a shock. Hallelujah. He's just warning you from a heart of love. Are you with me? All right, turn to Deuteronomy 11. Now, I'm not going to stay in Deuteronomy all morning, but there are some good truths here we need to go over. Deuteronomy 11, verse 26 says, Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. Okay? God is not cursing you. He's saying, look, here is what lies ahead of you. You can make a choice to receive my blessings that I have for you, or Adam messed up along the way, and now there is a curse on the earth, so I'm warning you, you're going to get off into it. Okay, you with me? A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God. That is not saying God is going to curse you. It's saying the effect of not walking with God. It's saying the end result, the repercussions of not walking with Him are going to be this. It's a warning out of a heart of love. Are you with me? To go after other gods which you have not known. Verse 29, It shall come to pass when the Lord thy God has brought thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, that thou shalt put the blessing upon Mount Gerizim and the curse upon Mount Ebal. And it goes on. So what we're saying here is that you need to choose life. Look at Deuteronomy 30. God is exhorting us to choose life. Make a choice. Satan cannot take away from you your choice. Now, he can present temptations. He can present things that would draw you away. He can present lust. He can present these kind of things that might sway you, deceptions that would deceive you. But he cannot take away from you the power to choose. All right? Hallelujah. Almighty quiet out there. Deuteronomy 30, starting with verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live. Hallelujah. That's the name of the game, isn't it? That thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away, and worship other gods, distractions, and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that you shall surely perish, and that you shall not prolong your days upon the land whither thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it. Verse 19, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live, that thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him. For he is thy life, and, the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to give them. Praise the Lord. Please remember, this is not coming as a threat from the throne room. It's coming as a loving father warning his kids to stay out of trouble. Amen. Okay? Are you with me? Amen. From a heart of love. God is a good God. He's a good God in the Old Testament, and he's a good God in the New Testament.